Australia, forestry is a major industry and we occupy about 125 million hectares all up, and 16% of our land mass area in Australia is forest or plantation. Most states of Australia have a major forestry hub situated within them. At Green Triangle Forest Products, we manage about 25,000 hectares of pine plantations in the Green Triangle region of Australia. The Green Triangle region is in the southeastern part of South Australia and the southwestern part of Victoria. Now, in forestry, we're not unlike any other farmer that may farm cows or may farm sheep. Here we farm trees, and when those trees grow to maturity, we harvest them. We cut them and process them into logs or chips, and that's our commodity. What's different about us though is that we manage our trees over a much longer term than a farmer would usually manage a cow or a sheep. Some of our rotations last for 35 or even 40 years. Basic cycle in plantation forestry is site preparation, planting, weed control, forest management, and then harvesting. We in pine will thin our trees 2 to 3 times before we clear for them when they're 35 to 40 years of age. It's actually a very high technology process where we have equipment mainly imported from Europe, and that will cut down a tree that may take 40 years to grow in less than a minute and process it. And this is what we call a mechanical harvester. Not every mill produces the same end product. They will mill a very specific kind of log and they will produce a very specific kind of product. Generally, the higher value products like our saw log is processed domestically. Products that we don't process locally, we export overseas. So things like pulp, wood chips and other small low value logs we'll export to other countries that have the processing facilities there to manufacture other products. Some companies in forestry are so large that they have processing facilities the world over, and that's good for them because what they can do is they can share their inputs.
Kimberly-Clark is a global company that produces health and hygiene products such as toilet paper, facial tissue, kitchen towel, diapers. Here in Australia we produce tissue, and this mill produces all of the tissue for Australia and New Zealand. The tissue that we produce here uses a range of fibres, and we import pulp from New Zealand, and we import pulp from South America, and we import pulp from North America. And the different fibre types provide different characteristics in the products that we produce. It comes in bales, which you'll see, and comes in on a truck, and then they go into what we call a hydropulper, where the pulp is mixed up with water, and then from the hydropulper it goes to a tissue machine where it's made into tissue and rolled up and folded into the products that you'll see around us. Well, out of this mill we produce around 80,000 tonnes of tissue a year. That equates to around 26 B-double trucks of product leave here every day. We look to recover and recycle anything that is a waste from this mill. Currently we've been successful in recycling 96% of our waste from this mill so that it doesn't go into landfill. So only 4% of our waste from the mill goes to landfill. We have a lot of technology on the mill which requires a broad base of skills to operate it. We have mechanical engineers, we have electrical engineers, we have a lot of traded people. We have automated guided vehicles behind us, which until recently that job would have been done by someone on a fork truck. But we also have accountants, and we have various other people in staff roles and highly trained and highly skilled operators that operate the plant 24 hours a day. So there's an amazing range of skills and job roles in this mill for it to operate. It's really hard to imagine when you look around here and you see all the plastic and you see all the products and the people around us, to know that none of this would have happened without a tree.